Hey, what's up, sports bettors? Got bored of working and doing productive things, so decided, well, I can still make money sports betting. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna hit some bets. We'll go through some of the promos. Some of these books are starting to post promos for today, so we're gonna go over promos.
I think we're unique because
I'm just making sure I set this up right, and then I want to hit some bets because I like to hit some bets. So cool. All good to go. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm logged into my accounts. We can start out on the plus EV page of mathematically profitable bets. Like, dang, some value on Caesars. Lines have been moving higher all day long, actually, in this Western Carolina versus UNC game. So if we click into this, you can see, like, wow, most books have this over 134 half. We're getting a few extra points in the total, which is, makes this bet really freaking good. 6.14% EV. So what we can do is we can go to this Western Carolina game. What? Western Carolina game. And then we wanted over 133. And then this will be my first live bet. So we'll refresh this. Come on, come on. Let's go. And we have our first bet placed, right? Mathematically, oh my God. And they're going to log me out. So give me 1 sec. Log back in. And let's bet this. Come on. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm back in. And then I want to hit this bet. So 250 over 133, lines moving higher. We have our first sharp bet of this live stream. UNC Greensboro at Western Carolina. Let's hope these Southern boys can score some points. So we have Western Carolina versus UNC. What is this team? NC Greensboro. NC Greensboro. Do I know anything about them? No, absolutely not. All I know is the data frickin' loves it, and this is a good bet, right? $250, sharp bet, very tight market width, right? Very tight market width. And we have an ARB between WinBet. So let me add this to my bet tracker. The OddsJam bet tracker is 100% free. And, this is an ARB, right? So if we had both of these sports books, we could literally place a bet on both sides and earn a risk-free profit, right? Granted, this isn't a massive one, but you could do that if you had both of these sports books. I'm not in a location where I have this book, so I can't do that. But the OddsJam Perfect Line Pinnacle, right, is the sharpest sports book in the world. So you use their markets because, right, when sharp action comes in, when lines move higher, it's going to happen on the sharpest sportsbook in the world first, the most efficient betting market. And we know we have an ARB, so we know there has to be a good bet here. I could place a bet on the over on WinBet, the under on Pinnacle, and I would make a risk-free profit. So I know for a fact that one of these bets has to be good, right? Mathematically profitable, which is what shows up on the plus EV page, right? This is a bet with 6.14% edge, which is absolutely insane, right? Like, if you think about the return of the stock market, it's 8% a year. We're getting 6.14% on our $250 of capital in like frickin', whatever, like, I guess 10 hours. I'm not sure how long college basketball games are. But that's the power of sports betting, right? Is these returns compound and compound and compound and compound. And that's how you, make some serious dough sports betting. So we just bet this $250 over 133. You can see they already moved the total up to over 134 half. Hopefully some of you tailed me. That would be cool. I mean, you should be tailing me because, this Bitly sheet is on Twitter. It's in the pinned tweet, and on YouTube, it's in the description. There's also links to a bunch of sports books that you should sign up for. You need more sports books, more outs, more promos as a sports bettor. Anyways, so we placed a plus EV bet. Do I want tickets to the Suns Pelicans game? Interesting promo. So we can see what else has promos. Yada, yada, yada. Just take a look around. Super Bowl risk-free same-game parlay. Super Suns Bulls mystery same-game parlay bet. Oh my God, these books are all over the place with promos. So place $100 in cumulative same-game parlay wagers on Suns games. Eligible games include February 7th, and you get free tickets to the Suns Pelicans game taking place on February 25th, 2022. Okay. $100, same game parlay wagers, same game parlay odds must have, is there a minimum amount of legs? Let's see. 3+ legs plus 400 odds. I can do this. So we'll go here. I don't know if I'm going to use the tickets, so if anyone wants tickets to a Suns game, reach out. So let's what do we like here? We can do a little bit of line shopping. We can go to the Suns game on OddsJam. And what we can do, Westgate, it doesn't seem like this plus 265 is particularly good. We can look at the spread, right? Looks like the OddsJam perfect line, so sharp, right? Only 10 cents a market with on this freaking point spread. Absolutely insane. So what do we feel like going with? Devin Booker steals? No thanks. Paul double-double? We need a few legs to include. So Paul under 4.5 rebounds. That'll be leg 1. So I have Paul under 4.5 rebounds. Looks pretty good. And then we can go to first basket. Nah. What else do we have in here? Player assists. Paul under 11.5 looks pretty good. DeRozan under 5.5. Booker under 4.5. Maybe let's get some of those. Or I'm not on the right tab. I got to be on same game parlay. And then I want player assists. And I wanted this under 11.5. I also wanted, we can just do a whole assists. DeRozan under 5.5 in the Bulls game. Okay, so we can go here and we can go to DeRozan under 5.5. And that seems pretty good. And then we can go to Vuk over 4.5, right? So we're just line shopping, looking for some value. And that seems pretty good. Plus 663 odds. Good enough for me. $100. Get free Suns tickets. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool promo, I guess. So we'll hit that. Maple Leafs and Devils both to win. Plus 350. We can go here. We can go to hockey on OddsJam. And we can see the Senators the Devils are underdogs, plus 117, minus 121. So we can go here, plus 117, minus 129. I apologize, which implies once you remove the juice, their win rate is 45%. So 45% for the Devils. Where are you? Oh, wait, no. I don't know what I'm doing. Too early in the morning. Plus 117, minus 129, so 45%. And then we also have Maple Leafs. So the Maple Leafs are favored, minus 129, plus 116. So minus 129, plus 116, which implies the Maple Leafs are 54.89% to win, right? So now we have two teams, right? The Devils are 45% to win. So the Devils are 45% to win. Hard to see. Increase the size. This is win rate, right? So the Devils are 45% to win. The Maple Leafs are 54.89% to win. zero vig line from the sharpest sportsbook in the world. And then we're going to go here, which implies the joint win rate, right? These events aren't correlated. The Devils winning has no correlation to the Maple Leafs winning, so both teams win, right? This is just Maple Leafs and Devils win, right? 24.7%. So then we go here and we go to an odds converter calculator and we put in 24.7%, which implies a fair odds, right? The fair odds for this parlay, the true price would be plus 304. We're getting plus 350, which is good. So I'm going to hit that again in my sheet. I'm not like including. So then we can back out the EV of this bet. So we're getting plus 350. The true price is plus 304. So this bet is positive EV because we're getting, right? The fair line is plus 305 and we're getting plus 350. So then what we want to do is we want to go, okay, so the FanDuel odds are plus 350. The maximum stake on all odds boosts is $50, which is what we bet. So essentially our EV, right? So we can do EV and then we can do edge. And I'll increase the size of this. We got a good odds boost. So the EV of this is right 24.7% of the time. We're winning $50 bet at plus 350 odds. The rest of the time, we're losing our stake of $50, right? Minus 50 times 1 minus this. So this bet has 557 in EV, which implies an edge, right, of let me do this. Having some fun, which implies, 558. We're betting $50, right? So the EV of the edge of this bet is 11.15%, right? So the profit margin of this is 11.15%. Just in the same way, this player rebounds, whatever promo is 7.18% EV. This odds boost is 11.1% EV. So I bet it. Long story short, so Caesar's logged me out. Otherwise, I'd hit that bet. I'll probably still hit that bet. I just got to log back in. But we can quickly look at promos. So we can go here. We can see what does DraftKings have to offer. Bet on the big game risk-free. If your same game parlay loses, get up to $10 back. So free bets issued after qualifying settlement excludes live bets, free bets. Bets must be placed using the same game parlay feature. So it's risk-free. Obviously going to bet it. So we can go here. We can go to same game parlay. Don't got to overthink this. What do we like? I like the Rams and first touchdown. Joe Mixon. Nope. That's anytime touchdown. And I like the Rams. And what else? Rams race to 5 points. No. Thinking. Okay, I'm going to go with this. Rams minus 4.5, under 229.5. Literally, this bet loses, you get your money back in the form of a free bet, but still, it's just like a no frickin' brainer promo, right? Opt in and you get a 100% mystery boost. Man, am I even going to hit some plus EV bets, or am I literally just going to, sit on the promos of these books? So we can see here. What is this? Expires. So we can see what this promo is. Man, these sportsbooks really keep you engaged with these freaking promos. So you'll randomly be issued one of the following boosts. Okay. 3+ leg same game parlays. Okay. So we can go here. And then we can click on the same game parlay thing real quick. And then what do we like? What do we like? What do we like? Fade Chris Paul. Let's go. And DeRozan, Booker, fade Booker. Yeah, let's fade Booker. So let's do that. And then I get a bonus and I get a 50% profit boost, and I'm going to hit that. So that's pretty cool. Paul under, Ayton over, Booker under. Let's freaking get it. So we can go here. I mean, I could sit here all freaking day. It looks like they have another promo. Opt in. And if you place a $15 same game parlay on 3 separate days, you get a $20 free bet. So, and if you remember to do it 7 days, you get an $100 free bet. So another just like insanely profitable promo. So, okay, I got to place a $15 same game parlay. I got to place another one. So we'll go here, and what we can do is we can look at the terms, and you can see that is there a minimum odds requirement? Same game parlay, include same game parlays. You can get one. Doesn't look like there's minimum odds or anything at all listed. So, okay, we'll just go here. We'll click on same game parlay. We're obviously going to fade the Wizards, and we're going to bet on the over. And what do I like? Duncan Robinson. No, maybe not. Maybe let's fade Kuzma. No. Let's bet on this guy. There we go. Thomas Bryant. Let's freaking do it, dude. So we'll bet $15 on that. And I got to remember to do this now 7 days in a row. But it's worth like, you're getting a $100 free bet. Say the VIG on a same game parlay is like whatever, 10%. So, how much do we have to bet total? We have to bet like $100 in same game parlays total. So we're losing like $10 to the VIG. We're getting an $100 free bet, which we can then go to the OddsJam low holds page and convert that free bet into cash, right? You want to see the best free bet on DraftKings, you go here, you go to filter by sportsbook, you sort by conversion percentage. The best free bet currently available on DraftKings is this Rojo guy. Who is he? Don't know. But you could place your $10 free bet, let's say, or $100 after this promo on this Rojo guy. And then you would hedge $250 on the favored person, Kyler Phillips, on FanDuel minus 355. And you would turn your $100 free bet into $70 in cash. That is called free bet conversion. So you always want your free bets to be on the underdogs. But we can go back here. We can go to the plus EV page. I'm going to have to log back into Caesars. But it is what it is. First half money line. We want to dabble in some of that. Pretty tight market width, 30 cents of market width. So we can go here and we can go to the Mercer game. And yeah, I mean, I'll dabble. I don't like it as much, right? It's not as high EV. The market width, I mean, 30 cents, whatever. We'll throw $100 on it though. So let me log back into these sports books very briefly. And stop logging me out. Log back in. Good stuff. Okay. Share my screen. Again, I'm not including promos, so I just bet that promo, the Devils Maple Leafs one. But in this like live betting profit and loss sheet, I'm not including promos because it kind of feels like cheating. All these bets are just straight from frickin' OddsJam. And we're up over 5K. We have 2K in expected profit, so we're running hot, right? And all that number means is like this plus EV page, the profit margin of our bet, right? On Mercer plus 150 right here, right, is this number, 3.1%. And again, if you don't understand how crazy it is, sports betting in general, or why you can make money sports betting, it's that you're earning these returns over the period of like 12 hours, right? So your returns compound and compound and compound when you're placing profitable sports bets. I just placed a bet with a 3.1% profit margin. EV, edge, whatever you want to call it. And I added it to my bet tracker. So this is Mercer first half money line. So we'll go back here. And then this is Mercer first half money line. This bet's at plus 150. We threw $100 on it. So our EV was right 3.1%. So 3.1. I apologize, not 3.01. 3.1%, which means I just gained, 310. Which means I just gained 310 in EV, right? This is the expected profit of my bet. So we'll see this sum of expected profit number go up. The average EV of the bets we've placed has been 6.5%, and our net profit has been 5.182K. So we're running a bit hot with 31K total bet. So the profit margin has been 17%. So we're running hot, right, on these live streams. But you could have tailed every bet, and you would have been up 5.2K. But maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe you don't have all the sports books. I don't know. But hopefully you tailed every bet. That would be pretty cool. But I'm not including promos in this just because it kind of feels like cheating. But if you want to keep tabs on my promo performance, you can do that independently. So we'll go back here, and I logged back into Caesars. So we can take some of the highest EV bets. We have Duncan Robinson, under 2.5 rebounds. Let's fade him. So we can go here, and then this is in the Heat game. And come on. What the fuck? So we'll go here, and then we'll go to the Heat game. And then we want to go to rebounds, another sharp bet. Yeah, this is the Heat game. Duncan Robinson, under 2.5 rebounds. See if I can find it. Total points, rebounds. Don't think that's it. Total points, assists. I don't even see him. I only see players from the Wizards, it looks like. I'm not sure if I'm missing something. Maybe it's under same game parlay. Total rebounds. I don't know. So don't know what happened to this one, but we can go to the Hornets game and we can bet on Van Fleet, and hopefully that shows up. So we can go here, and I'll go to the Hornets game, and we can try that one again later. Looks like a little buggy right now. Caesar's not letting me frickin' search. So we'll go to player props. And then here we want Van Fleet over, what did we want? Over 4.5 rebounds. Pretty simple, right? Just value in the odds, right? So we'll bet on this. And we can click into the market. I mean, granted, market width a bit higher, right? 42 cents, but I mean, I'm still going to play it. And you can see, like, pretty dang good value to every sports book, right? Plus 155. So we can add this to our bet tracker. And I honestly like it. So maybe I'll bet another 150 on it, because why not? And we'll go here, and then we'll go here, and I'll throw another 150 on it. So now I have 250 total on this bet. I think it's pretty good. Value in the odds, right? The market on the sharpest sportsbook in the world is plus 220, plus 122, minus 164, right? So once we remove the juice, which is how every sportsbook makes money, the fair odds, or the fair price, is plus 138. And we're getting plus 155, which beats that. So our bet is positive EV, right? So we'll go here, and this is Fred Van Fleet over 4.5 rebounds. I think I got that right. Yep, over 4.5 rebounds, 7.18% edge, plus 155. We bet 250 total, 7.18% edge, which means, I'm now 1795 richer in EV. In expected profit, we continue to see this number, right? Sum of expected profit go up. That's all we care about. We want this number going up. This number, net profit, will have swings. Sports betting has variance. Even the best, even me, go on losing streaks. It is what it is. but all you care about is seeing your sum of expected profit continue to march higher. And again, you need multiple sports books to be successful as a sports bettor, right? You need to get multiple sports books. So you can look in the description on YouTube and find a bunch of what am I trying to say? A bunch of sign up links for these sports books. So you can see I just missed this. I would have bet it under 141 in the Delaware State versus Howard game. Two random schools, never heard of, but that's pretty exciting. Or it would have been exciting if I got in on the bet, but it is what it is. So we placed a few positive EV bets, placed a few promo bets. We got the Super Bowl coming up, so I'll be keeping a special eye out for Super Bowl bets. But again, just click all the links, sign up for more sports books. More sports books is how you become a successful sports bettor and hunt for value, right? Plus 176. Pretty tight, right? Less than 30 cents a market with. Maybe we want to dabble with Hampton. Maybe we don't. I don't know, but FanDuel logged me out, so maybe I don't, right? But we can see if there's any other plays I like on Caesars. Not sure what happened to this Mitchell Robinson play. Slightly lower EV. At least we got in on the top one. And Julius Randle, a bunch more bets out there. Stony Brook first half point spread. I already have them bet. If you watch my YouTube shorts, I already have them bet -4 from earlier. That bet is on Caesars Sportsbook and looks pretty good, right? Most books have them at a 4.5 now. Honestly, if you want to, this -4.5 looks pretty good on WinBet, right? Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, has it down at -124. The market on Pinnacle is -124 plus 105. So the true price is -113. So -4.5 actually seems a little good. I'm not going to bet it again because I already bet it, right? But still seems a little good. Like if we type in the Stony Brook game, where are you? I think this bet has too low of EV that it's not on the page, but it's still positive EV, just very slightly. But if you wanted to tail, and again, all these bets are just placed on live stream, right? So you literally, quite literally could have tailed everything. You'd be up the same amount of money if you had the same sports books available. You need more sports books to be successful, right? A lot of these plays I'm giving out are on Caesar. Some are on FanDuel, some are on whatever, right? You need more sports books to be successful as a sports bettor. Ooh, I kind of like this. Clay under 2.5 made threes. So let me stop sharing my screen very briefly. And then I'll share my screen again once I'm back into FanDuel. Ooh, we can see Kansas to win and score 65 plus total team points. So maybe we'll have to look at that. But first, I want to fire off a plus EV bet. Again, I'm not going to include promos in my profit and loss sheet. And then we go to player threes, and then we're like, Klay Thompson, you suck. Not actually. That's a joke. And then we'll refresh this. And FanDuel's going to be like, yo, you've made too much money off us. We're only going to give you 127.25. And I'm going to be like, okay, that makes sense. That sounds fair. I'd do the same thing if I were you. And then we have Klay Thompson under 2.5 made threes. This bet is at -106 odds. FanDuel gave me 127.25. So 127.25 courtesy of FanDuel. This bet has 3.2% edge. So 127.25, got to add it to my bet tracker. The Odds Jam bet tracker is, again, 100% free and is really important just in terms of even an eyeball check. You want to make sure you're beating the closing line as a sports bettor. So 4.07% EV in that bet, just locked it in. And if we go to this bet tracker, right, all you want to see is more green than red. If you're seeing more green than red, you're on the right path. You want to beat, right, the closing line as a sports bettor. I think earlier we placed on the last live stream or something, we bet on Facundo Bagnis at plus 130 on Caesars, the current zero vig line, right? The most important calculator on OddsJam, the zero vig odds calculator. using a sportsbook's market. In other words, their odds for team A, their odds for team B, removing the juice, removing the vig to get an estimate of the fair line, right? And that's the most important calculator. But again, like this bet tracker shows you, are you beating the closing line or not? The best way, if you're beating the closing line consistently, you are going to make money in the long run as a sports bettor. You're generating positive CLV. You're consistently beating the closing line at the sharpest sportsbook in the world. You'll be in good shape, right? Anyways, let's take a look at this. Kansas to win in 65 plus total team points, plus 170. We can go here. Let's see, where are you at, Kansas? So Kansas is slightly favored, it looks like. We can go to team props. Not sure if I think this is that good. This one's a little harder. But what we can do is we can see maybe it's a little good. I don't know. It definitely seems worth dabbling in if you had to, but it's not as easy to price, right? Because there's this big correlation factor. Like when we looked at this one, there's no correlation between the Devils winning and the Maple Leafs winning. Here, right, Kansas is more likely to win the game if they score 65 or more points, right? Because if they don't score 65 or more points, then they're less likely to win. So, this is kind of like a gut check type of bet. So I'm going to bet it because it seems good enough just running through my mental calculations. And I think it's good. But it's very hard to back out like an exact price for these. You're kind of estimating. So we can see if anything else interesting comes up on the Plus EV page, the most lit page in all of sports betting. There's some bets on Twin Spires, but they logged me out, and I really don't feel like logging back in. Drexel, James Madison, over 70.5 first half total points. Perfect. We can go to halves, and we can go to first half total points, over 70.5. And they're going to say, 67.20, and I'll be like, okay. Is what it is. Locking up the profit margin and hedge fund Alex, placing a bunch of mathematically profitable bets, 67.20. Let's make sure I'm sharing my screen. 6.29% edge. So 6.29% edge. We bet 67.20. This was at minus 112. And that means, we just locked in 423 in profit margin on our bet. Drexel, JMU over 70.5 first half. This is Drexel, JMU over 70.5 first half. Seems right. Perfect. Let's go. I just placed another sharp mathematical bet. And then we can continue scrolling. Anything interesting? This is kind of interesting, right? UNC Wilmington plus 240. Seems like there's some value. Granted, higher market width, right? 49 cents a market width here. Maybe we want to dabble in it. Maybe. I'm willing to dabble in it. All about the EV. It's an ARB to FanDuel, so one of these bets has to be good, and you're kind of in a pick-em market, right? And also UNC, like I feel like this is obviously going to be a joke, but if they're like the other UNC, hopefully they're good at sports and not crappy. But anyways, on a serious note, right? Like we'll just play this small, but I'm going to add it in. I definitely, okay, they logged me out, so I guess I'm not going to bet it. But right, you can see this is a low hold between WinBet and FanDuel, right? You can get plus 240 or minus 240. That is a zero vig market, right? Or a zero hold market. You could bet $100 on WinBet. You could bet 240 on FanDuel on the favored team. You're not going to lose money. One bet's going to win, one bet's going to lose, and you're just going to have this exchange of cash between sports books, right? But what am I trying to say? So one of the bets has to be good. It's a pick-em market, right? It's a pick-em market, so one of the bets has to be good, and it's just kind of your choice to decide what you want to bet, because you could literally bet on both sides and you want to lose any money. So one of these bets has to be good, and you're just kind of trying to figure out which one you like. So that's pretty cool. And I think I'll call it a day for now. Take a nap or something. So let's make some money tonight. A bunch of bets placed. up already 5K in like 2.5 weeks. Pretty happy about that. Thanks so much for your time.